it's Emmy Hall here at the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb for TFL Truck, and I am with Mike Ryan. You guys should know Mike Ryan. If you don't know Mike Ryan, then you don't know Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, because he takes a semi-truck up Pikes Peak. It's crazy. Mike Ryan, then you don't know Pikes Peak, because this guy races the scariest race in the United States in a semi-truck. You're insane. What made you think, I think I'll take this semi up this crazy mountain road?
Because there was a guy that did it here first. My first year was 95, and I was on a motorcycle in the open amateur class.
Okay.
And this guy named Sid Compton shows up with this racing semi-truck from a series that had gone away in, I think it was 91, Gator, Great American Truck Racing Association. So he was here in 95, and then his brother comes with him in 96. Now there's two trucks on the mountain.
Okay.
And my stunt career has been all about driving, and it kind of went more from sports cars and race cars into semi-trucks and buses. I don't know.
How do you go
Mike,
from
the trucker guy? I don't know how that happened.
You go from something that small of a motorcycle, and then suddenly to this giant big rig.
It was always my fascination as a stunt guy to be able to do what I could do in a car, do it in a truck.
Right.
So that's just kind of been a fun. Plus, it's just crazy dumb.
It is crazy dumb.
So it's fun.
That's kind of why I like it. It's like, what's the stupidest car I could bring up here?
Yeah.
I know, I'll bring a semi.
Yeah, I thought about a school bus, but...
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Well, when I was doing Fast and Furious here, I had that big tour bus.
So you're driving Fast and Furious 7?
Yeah, that big black bus with the machine guns on the side and all that.
Oh my gosh. And who were you stunting for?
I don't know that character, the bus driver, really was a character.
Okay.
He was just eventually he got shot.
Of course
and died.
you did.
And of course he did. So.
Well, yeah. How did that truck actually make it up the mountain in that stunt, or did you drive off the mountain when you guys were doing that?
We did when the cars land, being dropped out of the C-130.
Right.
They land up in Cove Creek.
Okay.
And I think all of them landed in Cove Creek.
Right.
And then we started with the bus up higher with all the other Mercedes and what are the boxy bread van Mercedes?
Yeah.
GLs, I think.
Yeah. Those G.
So
that
whole
G1s.
entourage.
Okay.
You know.
And they really did drop them out of the C-130s? Like, did they literally come from the sky?
There are cars that were really dropped out of C-130s.
That's insane. That's why I love that.
And there's cars that landed on Pikes Peak.
Oh, I get it. A little bit of movie trickery.
Well, you know what? It's even though the military folks have been developing some pretty cool stuff, it's now really becoming a very practical thing to do.
To drop a car out of a C-130? Okay.
Yeah, it's really practical if you did it in Kansas, but not so in Colorado. Sure. Because the landing could be kind of sketchy. So.
Now, I know last year when you were here, you had a little bit of trouble with ye old truckie. What happened there?
Well, I did a video that's on YouTube called Size Matters 2. Subtle name. And I jumped it, and I think we cracked or fractured a weld on the front axle when I landed it in that video. And I took off to Canada to do a Paramount movie.
Okay.
And I completely forgot to have my guys Magnaflux the front end. two groups of guys.
Yeah,
The guys at my shop, and then another guy, Randy Simmons, who opened a shop here in Colorado Springs now.
Okay.
Kind of been our crew chief for 15 years. So I forgot it. My guys there forgot it. Randy forgot it. We bring it here to tech inspection. We always do it. The guys are, so they knew I had done it. So the tech guys
were just like, yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine.
So,
oh my gosh.
Our first morning was at Devil's Playground last year, the Wednesday, and it was cold, and we were tuning and stuff, so it really wasn't trying to set any big speed.
Right.
But the second run on qualifying morning down below, on the Thursday, it was time to get going.
It's time to show it.
It was warm, and the tires were getting sticky. I forgot the name of that turn, but I turned left. The front left wheel turned left, and the front right wheel turned right, and the truck went straight off at about 65 miles an hour.
Holy crap.
And went, I think it was a little over 200 feet out from the road, and
so you were like
40 feet below the road.
So you were flying for like 200 feet off the road.
Well, I don't know how much of that was probably, because it did crash in and stop fairly quickly.
Oh my gosh.
There was branches coming through the windshield, and of course you're strapped in.
Right, you can't really do anything,
But then some of the trees started bending over like that crouching tiger.
Yeah.
And instead of falling from 40 feet, they kind of bent over and dumped me from maybe 15 or so.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't so bad.
So it wasn't bad.
In
fact, I shut off all the switches and got out and cussing up a storm, and, thinking I've overdriven the corner, which that's not usually my habit. So I was very angry at myself.
And then later come to find out that it was actually a mechanical failure.
Right, but I was down there moving rocks and branches and stuff for the tow truck. The medic shows up, or one of the safety medic guys shows up and says, "You need to come up here." And I said, "No, you need to come down here. I'm busy." He goes, "No, you need to come up here."
Thanks so much for watching, everyone, here at Pikes Peak International Hill Climb for TFL Truck. We're going to have a lot more TFL coverage for y'all, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye.
Do you like the thrills and excitement of the annual Pikes Peak International Hill Climb? Well, if so, we've got plenty more wall-to-wall coverage of this race, our home race, right here in Colorado over at TFL Car, including watching the brand spanking new Acura NSX pace car go up the mountain. All you have to do is click on the race cars or click on the link in the description below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe by clicking on click here to subscribe to TFL Truck. That way you'll be the first one to see the very first truck videos as we publish them, because over at TFL Truck, we are all trucks all the time. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.